Welcome to the new video World Crypto Coin. In today's video, we are diving into the fascinating world of Australian numismatics as we uncover the story of one of the most intriguing and valuable coins from the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, the 1974 Australian issue. Collectors all over the world recognize that not all coins are created equal, and while millions of coins were minted for everyday use, a small fraction stand apart because of their rarity, condition, and unique history. The 1974 Australian Elizabeth II coin is a prime example of this. Its journey from circulation to becoming one of the most sought-after pieces in the numismatic market is nothing short of extraordinary. When we talk about Australian coinage of the 1970s, we are looking at a period marked by stability in design, yet full of subtle varieties, minting errors, and proof strikes that can turn an ordinary coin into a treasure worth thousands. At the center of this narrative is Queen Elizabeth II herself, whose effigy adorned every Australian coin after the country switched to decimal currency in 1966. By 1974, the portrait by Arnold Mackin was well established, featuring the youthful queen wearing the tiara given to her by her grandmother, Queen Mary. This iconic image has become one of the most enduring royal portraits in coinage history, and its presence on the 1974 issues adds regal elegance to what would otherwise be ordinary currency. But as collectors know, it is not only the portrait or the denomination that creates value. It is a combination of rarity, condition, minting quirks, and collector demand. The 1974 Elizabeth II Australian coin captures all of these qualities, making it a legendary piece for numismatists. To truly appreciate why this coin has reached such staggering prices at auction, we must consider the minting conditions of the era. The Royal Australian Mint in Canberra was responsible for producing the nation's coinage, and like every year, coins were struck in massive quantities for circulation. However, in 1974, proof sets and specimen strikes were produced in limited numbers for collectors, and these sets have since become incredibly scarce. Proof coins differ from circulation strikes because of their mirror-like finish, sharp details, and carefully prepared dies. A 1974 proof Elizabeth II coin in pristine condition, especially graded at the highest levels like PR69 or PR70, commands immense attention at auction. In fact, some of these proofs have crossed into the realm of being considered museum quality, with prices reflecting their near-perfect preservation. Circulated coins from the same year might only fetch face value, but once you enter the realm of high-grade proofs or rare errors, the story changes dramatically. One notable aspect of the 1974 issue is the presence of error coins, strikes with misaligned dies, off-centers, double strikes, or planchet flaws. Error coins are always exciting for collectors because their uniqueness ensures that no two are exactly alike. A 1974 Elizabeth II error coin in uncirculated condition has sold for thousands of dollars, far beyond the expectations of casual collectors. This blend of rarity, historical context, and collector obsession is what makes the 1974 Elizabeth II coins from Australia so desirable. Now, let's delve into the historical context that adds an extra layer of meaning to this coin. The year 1974 was significant for Australia in many ways. Economically, the country was grappling with inflation and the aftereffects of global financial pressures. Politically, Australia was in the midst of transformative years under Prime Minister Gough Whitlam, with sweeping reforms in education, healthcare, and international relations. Against this backdrop, coinage may seem like a small detail, but it actually reflects the stability of national symbols during times of change. Queen Elizabeth II's portrait served as a reminder of Australia's ties to the Commonwealth, and coins of this era became part of everyday life for millions of Australians. When you hold a 1974 Elizabeth II coin, you're not just holding a piece of metal. You are holding a tangible connection to history, a symbol of an era when the world itself was shifting rapidly. This historical importance is one of the reasons collectors place such high value on these coins. Beyond their metallic composition, they embody moments in time, political shifts, and cultural continuity. For collectors, that sense of history is priceless. Another fascinating element about the 1974 Elizabeth II coin is its survival rate in high grades. Coins that entered circulation were often heavily used, scratched, and worn down, reducing their collectible value. To find one in uncirculated or mint state condition is rare, and the grading system developed by the Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PGS, helps us determine just how special these surviving pieces are. A 1974 coin graded MS-66 or MS-67, for example, can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on demand. The rarity increases exponentially with each grade level because so few coins survive with perfect surfaces and luster. Add to this the occasional presence of die variety, small differences in design elements caused during production, and you have a recipe for collector frenzy. Some varieties of the 1974 coin feature minor differences in lettering or portrait details, and while they may be subtle for a serious collector, these distinctions make all the difference. Auction records confirm this trend, with prices climbing higher every time one of these rare pieces appears in the market. But what really grabs headlines is when a coin like the 1974 Elizabeth II proof sets sells for astronomical amounts at auction. There are documented cases where these sets have gone for tens of thousands of dollars, especially when certified at the highest grade. Collectors from around the world, not just Australia, bid fiercely for them, recognizing their international importance. For many, owning a 1974 Elizabeth II coin is about more than just investment. It is about holding a piece of royal and national history that has withstood the test of time. Coin shows and exhibitions often highlight these coins, drawing in enthusiasts who marvel at their design and rarity. The sense of prestige that comes with owning such a coin cannot be overstated. It is not just another collectible. It is a symbol of numismatic excellence. As we reflect on why the 1974 Elizabeth II Australian coin has become so valuable, it becomes clear that its appeal is multifaceted. It combines beauty, history, rarity, and condition into a package that resonates deeply with collectors. The story of this coin reminds us that value is not always about the face value stamped on the metal, but about the narrative it carries, the craftsmanship it represents, and the passion it inspires among those who seek it. For the casual viewer who might wonder why anyone would pay thousands of dollars for a single coin, the answer lies in the world of numismatics itself, a world where history, art, and investment meet. Each coin has a story, and the 1974 Elizabeth II Australian coin tells a story worth remembering. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just starting your journey into coins, the lesson here is clear. Always look closely, because sometimes the most ordinary-looking coin in your pocket could be worth a fortune. And as the 1974 issue proves, with the right combination of rarity, condition, and collector passion, even a small piece of metal can become one of the